And in Marketplace Money today, you know, it's nice to start off this block of the show with the opportunity for you to make some money. Now, for the explanation on how this happens, we have Lee Self here. He's co-owner of Buckeye Gold Company. You've probably heard of that before. Lee's going to talk to us a little bit about how you can get more money for something you may have stored away right now and use that money for your shopping, right?
Yeah,
That's kind of what we're talking about. If you're in a pinch this holiday, maybe you have a treasure somewhere that you would never ever wear again, or it's just something you've forgotten about. Pull it out and get some cash for it, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. So people like to ask us all the time, when is the best time to sell?
Okay.
Now, of course, you can't control the price of gold as much as I really wish that I could. But what you can control is what you can get for your money.
Right.
So if you brought in your items this week to us and sold, you know, like this pile of rings right here, for example. You know, you bring them to us, so they might look like they're only worth $100 or so. You know, that's $500 or $600 right there.
Is it really?
Yeah, and so, you know, last month, $500 or $600 was $500 or $600. But with Black Friday coming up, where everything's, you know, half off, 75% off, that $500 you get goes a whole lot farther than it would have before.
And whoever the man with the big fingers was, that is a big guy right there. And then let's talk about that, because so this would be your typical, you know, gold type bracelet someone would have in a drawer.
Yep, absolutely.
Give us some price points on these.
Well, that pile of bracelets you have sitting right there, that's $1,000 or more.
And
just for those right there.
And it's not because they're heavy. How do you know from one, you know, whether it's a solid gold, an 18 karat, does that make a difference?
Yeah, so the different carats have different purities of gold. The higher the carat, the more that it's worth. 24 carats pure gold. But really, those bracelets add up weight-wise. You know, they weigh more than rings do. And that's especially true when you get over here, more towards necklaces and things.
I pity the fool.
Looks very good on you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And that pile of necklaces and that coin there, they're heavy.
Yeah.
You know, that's $3,000 sitting right there. And so, you know, especially on Black Friday, when that $3,000 gets you $6,000 worth of gifts, that's your whole holiday shopping for your entire family, and a vacation afterward too, just for selling those big necklaces that you never wear anymore.
That's true. Now tell them the process. So you bring it in. Is there a wait? Is there, I mean, can you do it immediately?
Well, so if there's a wait, will really depend on how busy we are. But the wait, if there is one at all, is never more than 10 or 15 minutes. And that's about how long it takes us once you sit down at the desk to process the transaction. No appointments needed. You just bring your stuff in. We take a look at it right there with you. We explain everything to you. We'll even tell you what we're going to get for it, and then this is what we'll pay you.
And you give what, cash or check?
Cash right on the spot, unless you're bringing in a lot. You know, you bring in $3,000 to $5,000 like those necklaces right there. Then you're going to run me out of cash. But
good to know. Well, thank you, and I know you guys are doing well despite what the gold does up and down. How many locations now?
So we're up to 4. We started with just one. You know, and that's easy to do when you're honest with people, when you're transparent with people. You know, people leave our stores, they immediately go home and look for more stuff laying around, and they come right back to us.
All right, Lee, thank you. I think you're going to make some people remember that they have something put aside. Little cash now in hand, too.
I hope so.
Okay, thank you so much.